So today I'm going to be talking about what pedals I use. I keep getting asked quite a lot what sort of pedals to use in my videos, how do I get certain sounds and that sort of thing. To be honest, I keep a very simple setup. Most of my videos are done through GarageBand. I sometimes use amps, not very often. I like to keep things sort of easy. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to be plugging into the Boss guitar now, so everything's going to be sort of 12 o'clock, you know, EQ, no reverb, no effects, nothing on this, so just on the clean channel. And then my pedal of choice is the Boss ME-70 multi-effects pedal. I'm not a big fan of loads of little pedals and pedal boards and all that sort of thing. When I've played in bands before, I just like to keep a simple setup. These are good because it's sort of all in one. You can pick these up for probably between 100 and 160 pounds used. I think I've discontinued these now because there's the ME-70 model, which has got an extra button on it or something, but I don't really bother with them. I had the ME-50, which was the model below, but this sounds a lot better, much better sound effects. So I'll quickly run you through what does what. So this top left corner here is the preamp, so you can get sort of all different amp effects, but to be fair, I just have that switched off. So I turn it off, use none of that. Reverb, I like a bit of reverb. Just if I'm using distorted guitar, I have it on about 20. If I'm doing a bit of clean, want a bit more reverb, I go to about 25, or if I'm doing surf music, I'll have it sort of cranked up to sort of about 50. Output level, I will sort of have it about halfway to sort of 3 o'clock sort of way. So pedals themselves, this is what I really like about these. I like using a compression pedal. So anybody don't know what a compression pedal is, basically if you lightly strum your strings, they're really quiet. If you strum them heavy, they're loud. So sometimes on clean stuff you can get a bit inconsistent and it's sort of the volume jumps up and down. What a compressor does is levels all that out. So when you're playing clean stuff, just gives you a nice, even, smooth tone. So yeah, I tend to have that just on compression. And these are sort of roughly my settings. I probably have that about there, but yeah, I have that about sort of 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'll plug this in a minute. I've actually got another one down there. I've got a few of these, but I'll plug it in a minute and I'll show you what they all sound like. But I'll just quickly run through my setup. The second pedal is distortion. So this is like you've got like a clean boost, which is pretty cool feature. If you just want a solo that rips through, you've got like a natural overdrive. These are sort of emulated on the Boss pedals. So you've got the OD1, you've got like the blues distortion. This is DS1. That's the tube screamer. I tend to go between the blues, the DS2, and right down the bottom there you've got the fuzz, which is like the big muff. So I sometimes use that a lot as well. Generally, these are my settings. Volume probably just a bit over halfway. Drive tone depends what guitar I'm using, but roughly I'm sort of about, you know, the 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock positions on these two. The third one is the modulation. So chorus I use a lot. You've got chorus, phaser, flanger, rotary, univibe, which is a really good sound effect on this. You don't get that on a lot of pedals. You've got your tremolo, vibrato, which is actually pretty good. The tremolo is good as well. Harmonist, octave, and a delay. But again, I tend to use the chorus a bit, phaser, and sometimes use a univibe, which I do like. But again, this is sort of roughly my settings. I always keep the level just over 12. These again, depends what guitar I'm using, always between 10 and 12. So the last pedal on this set is the delay. I tend to just have it on analog, or sometimes I put it on the chorus delay, so you've got a bit of chorus in there, so you can free this up for something else if you want to use the univibe. So, but yeah, again, I tend to use just 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, just over sort of 12 on that. But in the end, this is what I really like about this. You've got a wah pedal, and these are a killer wah. I think these are up there with the Jim Dunlops and the Vox wire pedals. Again, you've got to push down to activate it, but you can also use it as a wire, different voicing, octaves, +1, 1 below, and rates and some sort of delay, which I don't really use, but again I just use it as a wire pedal. Input, that's your main guitar input. You can have stereo output or just use this one as a mono. You can use headphones recording output, auxiliary in, but again I've never used these, and there's also a preamp reverb. I've never even used that. These, you put the power supply in, they run on the standard Boss 9V, or you can actually use, I forget how many it is now, 6 AAA batteries. Well, I don't know how long the batteries would last. Yeah, I just tend to use the 9V straight in there, and it won't turn on until you plug your guitar in. Then you've got, you can edit all the settings. If you press sort of 2 together, you can change all the settings, but I tend to keep that just as it is. And if you press these 2 down at the same time, you've got a built-in tuner, so that's really good. And what's also good, it's when you're playing live and you don't want the crowd to hear what you're doing, you turn it on, push the pedal down. When this is switched off, this just acts as a volume control, which is another good feature. So you turn it down, nobody hears you tuning in. When you're done, turn it back up. Or if you're in between a song and you want to keep the distortion on, you know, keep your pedals on, just press that down, it turns the volume down. So that's another great feature with this. So yeah, right, now I've got another one on the floor here. I've got it sort of crudely set up with another camera. I'm going to just run you through a few sounds, just show you a few bits on it. So, right, so I've got the pedal plugged in. This is the volume off, so I'll turn the volume on. That's just totally clean. So I'm running through literally just a speaker mic through this amp. So yeah. So this is the compression. If you tap lightly, it's still sort of there with it off. So it keeps a nice level sound. So next on this you have, this is the wire up. It's the wire down. Not something I really use, to be honest. Then we got the slow gear. It's a bit like a tremolo, really. And we got the D fretter. And then you've got this converts single coils sort of into humbuckers. So this is single coils, so that it makes them a bit bigger sounding. It does give you a bit of a bigger sound. And if you've got humbuckers, you want single coil. It definitely makes the sound thinner. So that's a handy little feature to have. And then solo. So that's a bit of a boost there. So I'll put it back on compression. Then I'll go into the overdrive one. So this is like that's a bit like the EXP boost. So that's pretty cool. Then you've got the natural overdrive, which then you've got the OD1. blues overdrive. Then you got this is the DS1 sort of sound. Then you got the 20, yeah. Then you got sort of the classic. This is like tube screamer. Then you got the modern one. You got this is the metal. Then we got the core. It's a bit more metal. Then you got the fuzz. Sort of a real big sound. Right, so next we go on to modulation. This is what I use most as the chorus. If you want to get really wobbly, turn these two right up. Mix the pedals together. Yes, that's good. Bit of chorus. Turn it back down. Then you got your phaser, which I quite like. You got your flanger. Then we're on to the rotary sound, which I don't really use a lot. And this is the Univox, which I really like, so you can get that nice like Pink Floyd sound. Yeah, quite like that. You got the tremolo. Which is good for your sort of 60s sort of sounds. Again, you can adjust these so you can change the rate and the depth of them, but this is sort of basically just what I use. I'll just keep it simple. The vibrato. Great sound, I like this. Yeah, it gives you that sort of like old, it reminds me of like music you get from an old Western film, and you can tell it's made on tape, and the film's made on tape, and it's sort of losing its quality. Yeah, I just really like that effect. Next you've got the harmonist. Works good. It's lead, but when you do, it gets a bit muddy with chords. Next, you've got the octave. That's the harmonist, sorry, the octave, and then there's another delay. Nice with a bit of blues overdrive. And then we're on to the delay side of things. So this is the again, I just tend to use the analog. That's sort of where I tend to like to be with it, but you've got different settings. Short little delays, but go on for a long time. But again, you can adjust all the values on these, you know. So you've got the analog one. You've got the modulation one. Does it modulate? It's got a nice little ring to it. A bit like the tape delay. Next you've got the reverse one. It's a bit weird. Then you got this is the chorus and the delay. So this is handy if you want to keep your chorus, your modulation pedal free. And then you got the momentary, which I've not actually used before, so let's see what that sounds like. It's like a little reverb. Then there's a tap one, which I really don't know how to use, and I haven't used it before. But then at the end, there's the phaser loop. So I'm going to give this a little go. I'm not really a big user of loop pedals, but let's give it a go. So I think you hit record and start playing. Get a bit of lead on it. We'll have blues with a bit of univibe. Like a bit of wiring. So yeah, that's pretty cool. First time I've actually used that, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. Yeah, so basically that's the pedal board I use. I'm not really fussed about pedals, to be honest. I like this all-in-one, one power supply. You ain't got to worry about having the brick, you know, to power all the cables up and pack sleeves and all that. So it's obviously guitar lead in, one output into your amp, no frills. Got your tuner in there, everything. So basically, you've probably got, I don't know, what, 30 pedals there, all in one at your sort of command. So yeah, that's my pedal of choice. Hopefully that come through alright on the recording. Literally I was just playing for the amp, so yeah, let me know. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, check me out on social media, Rob the Meat Manifesto, all sorts of different things there, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Head over to spreadshirt.co.uk, the Meat Manifesto. I've got a lot of merch on there now, so check that out if you can. It'd be nice if people could buy t-shirts, caps and things and take pictures, and I'll add them in the videos and stuff. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to my channel, thanks for watching, and peace out.